Hey guys, welcome back to the Stahls TV channel. I'm Kelly Walters, and today I'm going to show you how one material can give you a variety of different looks simply by changing your garment color. Stay tuned. All right guys, it's project time. So we are using CAD-PRINTZ SuperTEK Gloss Clear. I know, it's a mouthful. CAD-PRINTZ just means it's a product that Stahls has produced for you, sent it to you, and all you have to do is apply it. You can purchase this material in a roll, which is called CAD Color SuperTEK Gloss Clear, okay? So this material, as you can see, is pretty transparent, right? Like you can see my hand behind this, but we have the ability to do full color designs. So as you can see, we have got several smiley faces with different colors, and it's going to give us a full color graphic. But we're going to change the way this looks simply by also applying on a couple of different colors. So we've got a mauve or a rose, and then we've even got this lime tie-dye. Now, the reason why I want to show you this is because if you are a brand or you are creating t-shirts for a sports team or whatever the purpose, but they want to use one logo with different types of garments, instead of you having to change the colors in that graphic, why not consider SuperTEK Gloss Clear? Now you can also purchase this exact same type of transparent material in a matte finish, which is going to give you a little bit more of a flat versus a high gloss sheen. Now this is what the graphic looks like once it's been applied to a white garment. But today I'm going to show you what it looks like on the other colors. That way you can kind of get a better idea on how the colors shift. And of course, each color is going to shift differently depending on the textile. On white, it's got a nice, vibrant look. You can see the colors of those smiley faces. They have that true pop of, I guess, the representation of what we would want it to look like if this was an opaque material. So this is applied 280 to 300 degrees, 5 seconds, peel cold, 5 seconds, press again, and it is applied with a medium pressure. So we're going to be pressing around a 5-6 today on our autoclam. Now this is a very, very quick application. Obviously we've got no cutting and weeding because these were sent to us ready to apply. Now, even though we've got 5 seconds and we have to peel cold, keep in mind that's only 5 seconds. So if you are pre-pressing for 5, pressing for 5, pulling, setting aside, and then pressing for 5 again, it goes by very, very quick in terms of a large scale production time. So all we have to do is head to the press. This is a super material. It is called SuperTEK, but we can apply this to nylon. We can apply it to cotton, polyester, spandex. It's got a beautiful stretch and rebound to it. And of course, if we were to apply it to something that has a little bit of texture or thick fiber, we would see some of that start to come through in the texture of the overall design. This is a very, very thin material, so just something to keep in mind if you were wanting to press on a fleece blanket or a really thick denier polyester. All right, to the press we go. All right, before we get rocking and rolling, I want to change out our 11 by 15 platen. We're going to put in our tag-along platen. Now, even though we are not using any type of tags today, I love using this platen simply because of this neckline. It helps me center, and I feel like it really just gives a nice look without me having to use a tape measure to find the center of my garment. Now the first tee we are using is our alternative garment. And this is a women's fit, and this is a size medium, just to give you a little bit of reference in size of what our platen is, and about how small on t-shirts you can go. All right, so what we want to do is take our transfer. This is the gloss clear. And as you can see, when it's not even on a garment, so there's no surface or background behind it, it's still pretty transparent and clear. And even just laying it on top of our platen, you can see that the colors really come to life once there is a different color or just any type of opaque behind it. So all we have to do, I'm gonna quickly just find the center. And I'm gonna use this line right here to almost go up the center of this pad. Now you could make a mark right here, but this is just that much easier for me to eyeball it. We're about 4 fingers down from the collar, and we are good to go. So just going to use our cover sheet. I already pre-pressed. And now 5 seconds. And I'm going to actually take this one off and allow it to cool down, and we will continue pressing with our lime tie-dye shirt. Now this is a Jersey's tee, and as you can see, there's different shades of green. We've got some pops of yellow and lime in this. Of course, there is green. There is a green smiley face in, you know, in our artwork. So that is going to blend in just a little bit, but at least you'll be able to see what the logo looks like on a similar color of the graphic being used. All right, so same thing. We're going to find the middle of our art. Four fingers down. Cover sheet, and 5 seconds. All right, so I'm going to peel this one off and let it cool down. While it's cooling down, let's go ahead and remove the carrier from the other. All right, so our rose or mauve shirt has cooled down. And we definitely get a gloss-like effect, but our colors are definitely a little bit more muted than what they were on the white. So this already is giving us a little bit of variety. We've got something with bright colors, we've got something a little bit more muted, we've got a unisex, and we've also got a female option. And instead of adjusting our colors for the garment, we're just able to change out the shirt and kind of create a little bit more muted tones versus something that's a little bit more bold. Okay, so let's go ahead and peel our green. Now, because we didn't really have our green on, you know, say something like this, you can definitely see the change in the yellow. This kind of comes to be a little bit more of a chartreuse versus a softer lemon yellow, like that. And then our orange, I feel like, stays pretty much the same here, but right here it definitely has a little bit of shifting because of the tones behind it. Okay, so remember, we have to go hit this for another 5 seconds to make sure our application is final, so we're gonna head back to the press. All right, so back on the press the shirt went. Now remember, we just need to hit this for 5 seconds and we're complete. And back on the green. Now I am going to take that carrier and just place it over this one. Just to see if we can get a little bit of a different finish once we've hit that logo one more time. All right, let's go check them out. So here is white. Here is our lime or neon green, tie-dye. And you can see the tones definitely start to shift on this one, especially when it comes to the yellow that's on that second line. And same thing for the orange. And last but not least, which was actually the first one we decorated, is this mauve. That definitely gives it a little bit more of a vintage muted wash, even though we have the sheen of the gloss or that effect of the gloss. Now, these can be easy ways. Like I said, you can take one logo, increase the quantity, and decorate over a variety of different colors to give you a bunch of different looks, right? Some people may gravitate towards tie-dye, some might gravitate towards a little bit more muted, and some might just enjoy the bright and bold colors. Either way, you can have a lot of fun with these and create something different that is just outside of the normal screen printed transfer or even your CAD cut or solid vinyl options. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kelly Walters, and we'll see you next time.